Feature Friday.
The freshest.
This is a very, very bizarre, right? Because I think they had one of my favorite groups to ever exist.
Yes.
But also from what you guys have told me and looking at their history, I think they had one of the most accidented careers I think I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
An unfortunate set of events. But you have like an outstandingly
an incredible lineup in the
talent
group. Yes.
Lineup, and the fact that they're a group, they're all together and they weren't just soloists. That's still crazy to me because
Mad.
they're so good individually. So this is their departure, which is fucking nuts to say.
And
10 years, mate.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with the this is their last album as well, the best album called Needle and Bubble, and I think the song is Spring Again. I think that's what the title track is called. But
their contract is gone now. Like
10 years.
today.
That's a lengthy contract.
I do want to say also, we have Waleska's birthday month merchandise available now. So you can go to featurefridaystore.com and you can check out. There's also tote bags, as you guys enjoyed those so much. That's the back of it. This is the front of it. They're super cool, chilled, but definitely kind of how Walucha is, colourful and lovely, and she loves the moon. So
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, so go check it out, and it does support the podcast, and we do hope you also enjoy these reviews. So let's give it a watch.
Let's have a look.
Kind of has like a sad tone to it, doesn't it?
I am already gonna be crying.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking...
I'm crying in the inside. I'm excited for the future though.
Whoa.
Okay,
Dude.
did you see that freaking transition? Can we just have
No,
a
not
moment
the
for that?
transition, the colours. Go on.
Dude, turn up, because go again. Look at that.
I like a lot of those colours, like brown.
What does he say there? What does he say?
What do you mean?
It was written in I thought my captions were not. Sorry. Continue.
How did he say sarangi? 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 Sarangi?
Sarangi.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's layers in the back.
And that right there is the magic of these guys. This is what I love about them. Because they can do ballads like this, right? And hit you in the heart and rip you apart. But they can also do club bangers. And then they hit you with the sexiness. I think I'm yet to meet a group that's so, like, sexy forward in their songs.
Not sure. I mean, I think what's...
They're great.
Yeah, I think what's more impressive to me, again, everyone has a different cup of tea, I guess.
Yes.
But it's that, like, just the layers and the presence of layers and the fact that they are genuinely good singers and they can become that versatile. That's obviously one of their pluses. Go on. That's heck.
It's the sets for me. The freaking sets are incredible. They're just crazy. That phone booth section was like with the chandeliers and stuff.
Very cool.
Gosh. I want more of that in my life.
Pull it back. Pull it back. I want to see that chord progression again.
Yes, sure. Listen, there's nothing better that, especially for when you're talking about like something that ignites emotion, having such a pulled back and vulnerable verse, and the leading towards that chorus. It's so unexpected because it ends on a sad note. So when the chorus comes in, it's like you're breaking tears. Like, is that point where you've been holding back tears for so long and then suddenly is the breaking point?
Yeah, I'm really
That's
interested
what it feels so nice.
in kind of the climax of the song, because it is playing a lot with dynamics in that sense to create a very impactful kind of farewell, because obviously given the fucking context of the song, it's very rough. Go on.
They look so good too.
Good lyricism as well. it's definitely about their fans. I mean, they're, you know, one day when the wind fucking comes our way, we'll meet again.
Yeah, if the song doesn't break you, nothing will.
And it's like, that's quite interesting, that lyrics there. It's like, though the entire world changes, I'd imagine he's gonna say, I don't, we won't. Exactly. I can stay the same, right? It's like, that's what was quite interesting about them, that they kind of, you know, they evolved with the sort of industry, because that's the thing we were just seeing a previous group of someone that we're going to have on the podcast, and we were just kind of seeing their history, right? And it's so crazy how fast the Korean pop industry moves. So when you have a band that's been doing it for 10 years, I mean, it's kind of there's only one thing guaranteed when you're a band that's been doing it for 10 years. There's going to be a bunch of fucking downs and ups.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were always able to kind of because we actually like them a lot off camera. NUEST. My mother is a big fan of NUEST. If you've watched the podcast, you know that. So she listens to all their old stuff.
Yes.
From debut track to literally
their latest album.
That album where I think it was the first album that we discovered from them. That I was like, what the fuck?
Before last.
Yeah, that was like, what is that group?
Who is this?
I can't remember the name, but we enjoy a lot of their music in the couch when we're just listening to music and stuff like that. And what's been really remarkable is that they've always kind of maintained the NUEST feel of things.
Yes.
But never became obsolete.
So Nocturne was the album before last that we.
That's the one
how we were
discovered.
introduced to them for the first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, you know, my mom's favorite album has to be the first one.
Hello.
Yeah, no, like the first one. Is it?
That's their first EP, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
This one has the I don't remember. But
what's the song where they're like in a classroom? They're in a school.
That's their
debut
debut track. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, my mother fucking adores that song.
She does.
But anyway, so this is a 10-song album.
Wow, nice.
Very nice. Well, let's keep going.
Okay, yes, of course. Yeah, this set.
Oh, in March.
No!
Because they also knew it was coming, right?
Oh, how cool was that? See, I really like that vulnerability in the verses, because the chorus comes in with so much emotion. So keeping the vulnerability in the verses really brings you back to that. Okay, we're in an emotional state. Yep. It's really nicely done, though.
Nice.
Oh. The cinematography here.
That chord progression to that deserves a lot of credit. That's very imaginative. I like that a lot. Because it emphasizes even more the crescendo. That's sick.
Yeah, that where he's asking and what should we do? What that phrase there before the chorus comes in is literally the breaking point. That's the drop that made everything go crazy.
I like a lot of the lyrics. I wonder if they had, something to do with writing or something like that.
I have to be honest, the filming of this is insane. Like the transition from section to section is like each one of them has a atmosphere, and then they kind of all come together in this like overlay situation.
It's always a question of what they're gonna do next, and obviously, they're obviously saying their goodbyes, but I'm sure they'll stay as friends, and I'm sure maybe that some of them, because they genuinely love doing music. It's just the music business is full with so much, sort of BS and bollocks, basically, that it does sort of take a toll on you, I would imagine, especially at that level. It must be, so hard to even understand what how much it drains from a being, you know. So
Yes.
I do wonder if, you know, some of them are gonna go do solo stuff. Maybe some of them are gonna, because I know some of them can act or all this shit. So
I just hope they get a
dance.
good rest before they decide to do
Continue,
anything else.
But that's
You
a
deserve
nice,
to sleep.
That's good lyrics. My pinning heart mumbled monologues.
How cool is that? And just look at that imagery. Like, it's just something else. Something else. Oh, the vocals are so good.
And I guess the spikes, sorry, Willie.
No, it's
And
alright.
I guess the little spikes, like the porcupine looking things. Yeah, maybe you could interpret, you know, maybe that's symbolism to, yes, some of the difficulties, some of the
the turbulences in their career.
exactly,
yeah.
because you sort of have these very smooth backgrounds, right? And then you have, in all of them, you have this kind of a
disruptive elements,
present in the scenery. So it, you know, they could symbolize that sort of the difficulties, the things that they could never smooth out, which they were just simply things of the situation, you know, it's out of their control, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
I think overall the vocals are just so smooth. They're so beautifully done in this track. It really is amazing. That man is a dream. Ooh. Whoa!
that's interesting.
My God,
imagery,
look at
right?
that!
Go on.
It's the color palette for me. It really ate it with this video.
Oh, it's each color.
Nothing like a good freaking acoustic guitar to
The
build
climax,
up to this
yeah.
emotional climax. I'm gonna cry. Hold it back. That's cool, man. Do that again. Do that again. Okay, so in this particular image, because you have everybody has this moment of like frozen in time, where particles and stuff are floating. I think they just represent the reminiscing of memories. It's like they're frozen in time. Don't you?
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was quite obvious.
I thought I was being very smart.
What I was gonna say is that, yeah, I mean, I guess those are the good news, right? They would always have these memories to kind of look back on. So yeah, it's like, I guess that's the positive thing of a journey ending, that you can then look back at the things and you can freeze in time, you can dream of the past, you can reminisce, right? But yeah, I thought that was quite useful. So
Sorry.
I thought that's, what else could the fuck could this mean? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I'm more intrigued at what the fuck that thing means. Why?
The phone booth.
Not the phone booth, because the phone booth could be like the line of communication between them and their fans, right? He's hanging up the phone. You know what I mean? He is sort of, or yeah, maybe that would always be open to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. It's a public
like,
phone, but the little circle thing, what the fuck? Because it's so prevalent.
I think it maybe perhaps is like the breaking between portals, you know, like between realities.
I see. It's just because when they do a lot of these sceneries, we're looking
There's
at
a
some
lot
of
of
the behind the
thought.
scenes, yeah, and the set designers and all this shit, and it's like, it's worth really fucking trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Even if you're wrong, I'm sure someone will correct us, because maybe, you know, you sort of saw the behind the scenes, so you were following the process. It's crazy sometimes, people who are involved in the videos watch the videos. So yeah, I wonder what that means, because it's so prevalent and it's kind of the thing that creates the most impact. So go on.
I do think it's like a break between realities.
Yeah.
This little bubble that we have created, bursting and then seeing a way out.
Well, that is the name of the album, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right, yeah.
That set is beautiful though. Oh, that man. No.
That's so sad,
my
dude.
Heart. Oh. tree and it's like blossoming. It's not really. That's freaking sick. I love that.
Yeah, but yet, yeah, maybe the ending, the breaking of a pot, but the rebirth of a new plant.
Yes, well, whatever the circumstances outside of this little being might be, this world that we have created, it will always bloom.
It's a pretty brutal way of explaining fame and notoriety and music. Neither in a bubble. Because that's essentially what it is. Bless you, Walucha.
Thank you.
That's essentially what it is, right? It's like one day you could just burst.
It burst, and I think that's the very obvious representation of all these spheres and this circular-looking elements in the whole of the music video. Because it is a very fragile thing, right? Notoriety, fame, and this. But you build something really tangible with the fans,
right, yeah.
and in their careers and everything that meant is so real.
Yeah, like that shit is real. That communication and the feeling between fans.
That's right.
That shit is real.
So and a lot of the times that's the fuel behind all of this magnifying stuff. But so when you have that conclusion of the illusion of the bubble, the bursting of it is just as real as your heart breaking, you know. So it's pretty cool.
Let us know what you guys thought about it. Certainly a bitter-sweet, and again, I think it was just a set of unfortunate events, their story, and the more I get to know more of their story, it's more unbelievable. Like, it doesn't fucking make any sense. I hope at least, you know, the labels and the management that did manage NUEST can learn from this, and they can kind of, I think they did a good job coming towards the end, right? Like,
yeah,
and the involvement of hype and things like that. So, but let us know your thoughts. I'm sure you guys are maybe a bit more critical, maybe more kind of know more information. So let us know what you guys thought about it, and goodbye.
All right, goodbye.